Now, today's video schedule hasn't really gone to plan. I was supposed to do a sort of double upload today. This morning, I was actually going to live stream my Sunday League match because I'm not playing currently because of injury and stuff. I was actually going to live stream it, from the sideline on my YouTube channel, literally live. And, this hasn't really ever been done before, so this is what I was thinking of doing. But unfortunately, our game got called off, so sorry I couldn't bring that to you. But instead, I'm here with a transfer record special for the summer, alright? It's a special episode that's going to be decent. That's right, ladies and gents. One of the players in this episode we're going to be taking a look at is rumoured to be moving to a new team for a record transfer fee, okay? It's huge. It's a big player as well. Let's get into it. Of course, if you are looking to build yourself a custom controller for Xbox or PlayStation, check out GetGripped.co.uk in the description down below. Rossi will get you 5% off all your orders. So it is time to get into the first player, of course, as we always do. We're going to start off not with the world record one because, that would be, we'll leave it for a little bit. Stick around for this video. We'll leave it for a little bit. I uploaded a confirmed video the other day from transfers that have happened after the January transfer window. I have another video potentially I could do for that. I have more players that I could feature. Drop a like and a thumbs up down below. Can we smash 4,000 likes within 4 hours? Okay, this is going to upload around 8 o'clock. 12 is midnight, of course, 4 hours. Can we do it before then? I'll bring you guys a video possibly tomorrow. And the first that we're going to take a look at is a player that could be leaving Arsenal. We had a good game the other day for him. He scored 2 goals from Alexis Sanchez. One might have been with his hand, alright? One might have been handball, but, he got given for him. So, you got to say, fair play. I'm sure there's been many times where he's had goals disallowed for wrong reasons. He was actually onside, he was given offside and stuff. So, the luck circle eventually probably equals itself out. But anyway, the Chilean's teammates fear the worst over his future as Wenger rules out Joe Hart move, which we'll talk about much later on. Latest Arsenal transfer news and gossip. Now, obviously, the saga with Sanchez, he's not signed a new deal yet. He needs to sign a new deal. He's going to run out next summer, I believe, so he's only got like a year and a half left. So they need to get him into a new contract because they can't let him go to 1 year left. Otherwise, they sell him. They won't get much money for him. Now, apparently, all the Arsenal teammates or whatever of his are actually really fearing the worst for him. They're fearing that he is going to move on and move to a different team in the summer. I don't think, Arsenal's little bit of dip in form has helped this. It's probably absolutely made it worse, that's for sure. Now, the situation is with this, that loads of clubs are interested in him. As you guys can see, the main one is PSG, but Chelsea, Atletico, and Juventus are all interested. So that's literally like 4 of the biggest clubs in the world. They're all looking to sign this guy, take him away from Arsenal. So, they're all prepared to pay him good money. They're all prepared, they're all challenging in their leagues or Europe or whatever pretty well. So, Arsenal are going to have to make him a good offer for him to stay. Because it looks like they're not going to win the Premier League this year. So, that's what he wanted. Is money enough for him if Arsenal come out? Because he could go to China, let's be honest. He could go to China for money. So, he needs more than just a bit of money, I think. But yes, as you guys can see, the 90 rated card on screen is pretty awesome. But could we see him leave the Premier League? That would be a massive shame considering how well or how good this guy actually is. He played pretty well on the weekend, like I say, 2 goals. Now, next up, I want to take a look at a player I actually briefly mentioned a minute ago, and it is Joe Hart, obviously. Now, the rumours here, he could be going to Arsenal. So, Arsene Wenger has denied he has his heart set on Joe Hart, reports Sky Sports News, with the broadcaster claiming the Gunners gaffer has no intention of making a move for the Manchester City gloveman in the summer. So, Wenger's denied it, but the rumours are still pretty hot. The rumours are flying around everywhere. Now, there are a number of teams interested in Joe Hart. Liverpool were one of them a few weeks ago. They were really interested in Joe Hart. Listen to this. Rumours emerged earlier in the week suggesting the under pressure Gunners boss saw Hart currently on loan in Torino, with Torino, as an antidote to Arsenal's increasingly shambolic defence. But when asked about it, okay, Wenger actually said, I have 3 world-class goalkeepers and I'm happy with what I have. So Wenger squashed the rumours a little bit, but it's still there. And lots of teams are still interested in Joe Hart. Liverpool interested, of course. They don't really have world-class goalkeepers, Mignolet, Karius. A little bit hit or miss here and there, and Joe Hart obviously is a pretty good keeper on his day. But then again, Man City could want him back because let's be honest, Bravo's not really been that great since he joined. Willy Caballero's a bit hit or miss as well. He's getting a little bit older, and Pep Guardiola may think, I actually want Joe Hart back. I actually want to have him back in the team. I was a little bit harsh in yesterday's video with Arsenal, so here today I have obviously featured Arsenal in a more positive, sort of thing here. Sanchez not really that positive, but Joe Hart signing, that would be pretty positive. A bit more of a long-term, replacement for Czech. Obviously, Czech's getting a little bit older. Hart is that bit younger. He's got a few more years on him and stuff. That's positive news, right? If you sign Joe Hart, that's pretty positive, Arsenal fans. Now, this isn't the only goalkeeper we're going to feature in today's episode. Next up, we've got a goalkeeper who is going to be rumoured to be back. Well, there's a couple of things to talk about here. He could be the highest paid goalkeeper in the world if he signs a new deal. And if he doesn't, then he could be going to Real Madrid. And that is obviously David De Gea. This rumour is now circulated once again. It's been like this for years now. Now, there are situations, I don't really know the full ins and outs regarding, transfer bans for like the Spanish clubs and stuff. But anyway, this rumour is now circulating again this week, okay? David De Gea interested to going to Real Madrid. Now, actually, Real Madrid's goalkeeper, Keylor Navas, insists he's never been affected by reports linking the club with David De Gea. A paperwork error in the summer of 2015 prevented the Spaniard moving to the Bernabeu in a deal that would have seen Navas head to Old Trafford. Apparently, according to this. Now, De Gea this week has actually come out and said that he's very, very happy at Manchester United. Reports have emerged this morning claiming that Man United are willing to offer De Gea 26 a new contract to stop him from joining Real Madrid. And believe it or not, the rumours behind this contract is apparently 300 grand a week. This would make him the highest paid goalkeeper the world has ever seen so far. Now, I do think he does need to sign a new contract. He's under contract now until 2019, so literally in a couple more years. So he does need to sign a new contract to get him under another 5-year one, I reckon. But £300,000 a week. We're talking like Chinese Super League money here, but in the Premier League. And for a goalkeeper as well. That's mental. He's currently on 200 grand a week, which probably makes him one of the highest paid goalkeepers in the world anyway. But that ain't enough, mate. That's not enough to keep De Gea at Old Trafford, is it? He needs a bit more than that. He needs to be matching Pogba and Ibra's wages and Rooney's. But yes, guys, we featured a few players here. You know, a couple leaving the Premier League. Obviously, one coming back to the Premier League from Italy, of course. Now, it's time to look at a player that could be joining the Premier League, all right? Never been in the Premier League before. It's been rumoured to be joining the Premier League for a little bit of a, how do we put it, year or two. I'm just going to say year or two. That made it sound a bit confusing. Now, we have a player, okay, believe it or not, this guy was linked with Man City a few weeks ago, okay? Man City apparently were interested in signing him, of course. Now, that didn't happen. Real Madrid are also interested in signing him. He's interested in Real Madrid. Liverpool have popped up as surprise targets for Aubameyang. That's correct, ladies and gents. Aubameyang could be going to Liverpool. Now, Borussia Dortmund have set a price tag of £16 million for the Gabon star. Now, Man City could be really the ones that should be more interested in him, you know, considering that Aguero could be leaving. Obviously, Aguero is rumoured to be unhappy. We can feature Aguero in another summer transfer video if you want next week, which obviously I can do. But now, looking at this one, Aubameyang, which club is he going to? Now, believe it or not, Aubameyang, actually a long-time admirer of Real Madrid, admitted he needs to leave Dortmund to reach the next level. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, I'm guessing that means sort of Ballon d'Or level. Liverpool are preparing to challenge City for his signature, with Jurgen Klopp hoping to reunite with the forward at Anfield. I mean, Liverpool fans, if you get this one, that's a huge signing. That's a big statement as well for the club. I don't think he's going to go to Liverpool. I'm just going to come out and say on a personal level, he's a massive, massive admirer of Real Madrid. His granddad, he made a promise to his granddad one day that he would play for Real Madrid apparently, and he said he needs to leave Dortmund to get that next level, and going to Real Madrid would be that next level. But then what does that leave players like Benzema and stuff? Are we going to see Benzema go off to China? Then there's rumours that are surrounding that. I think that's probably the most likely outcome. You know, he would go to China, and obviously Aubameyang will come in. Not a bad little swap, is it? But it's not going to be easy for Real Madrid to sign him, to be honest, because if obviously Aguero leaves, where does Aguero go to? Does he go to, you know, Barcelona or Real Madrid as well? I don't know. Then Man City need a striker, so who do they sign? It's a massive circle of who's signing who at the minute. Next up, we've got a player rumoured to be leaving Liverpool. This is not a massive deal, but actually I'm a little bit surprised by it, okay? I'm a little bit surprised by this transfer. That is why it's featuring in today's episode. We've got a player leaving Liverpool, Emre Can, apparently going to Juventus. That's correct. Juventus eyeing summer swoop for Emre Can. Now, Can, I actually quite like him when he plays. I think he's not a bad player and stuff like that, but he gets a bit of criticism here and there from the pundits when I do watch Liverpool. They do give him a little bit of stick here and there. I'm not really too sure why. But anyway, Juventus are reportedly eyeing a summer swoop for Liverpool midfielder Emre Can. That is correct. Apparently, the German is unhappy with his role with the Reds despite starting 16 out of their last 20 games, which is pretty good. Juve, who are apparently linked with the January swoop for Can, are reportedly set to renew their interest when the summer transfer window reopens in July. Of course, the summer one. That's what this whole video is about. Liverpool took Can to Anfield in the summer of 2014 for a deal worth around about 10 million for Bayern Leverkusen, and there's rumours that obviously they would make a substantial profit when they allow him to leave to Juventus and maybe double the money for him potentially. Who knows? So yeah, that's a little bit one I'm definitely surprised by. I wouldn't have thought Juventus would have been that interested in Emre Can. He's a good player, but obviously Juventus got so many good players, so many good midfielders, defenders. I don't even know where Emre Can even plays anymore. He plays centre mid for him, plays centre back for him. He's played like wing back for Liverpool. He's played everywhere, I think, for that. The question is, you know, where would he actually fit into that Juventus side? You look at their squad, you look at the amount of players they've got, especially in that middle of the park. You know, where is he actually going to fit? Who knows? Now, the one you've all been waiting for, last but not least, you've probably seen it by the thumbnail, so you probably know the player we're going to be talking about here today, but is apparently a world record bid for Tottenham star Dele Alli to Manchester City. No jokes, ladies and gentlemen. This is exclusive this week transfer rumour. Pep Guardiola plots world record bid for Tottenham star Dele Alli. Manchester City are set to make a world record bid to send Tottenham midfielder Dele Alli away from White Hart Lane. Now, the England international, who is a target for Real Madrid and PSG, is now on the radar of City boss Pep Guardiola. But listen to this, he's not going to come cheap, as you guys can tell by the title and thumbnail. He's not going to be cheap. Tottenham will fight to resist any bid for Ali, who has just been named Premier League Player of the Month for January after scoring 5 times. Pretty impressive. But Manchester City could be tempted into doing business for Ali 20 if the bidding passes the £89 million that Manchester United paid for Paul Pogba last year. Now, what do you guys reckon? Dele Alli, is he worth more than Paul Pogba? Now, on form this season, probably people would argue, yes, he's worth it. But the fact is, I don't really think anyone's worth like 90 million, so I don't really want to give my opinion on it. I don't think Pogba's worth 90 million. I don't think that money is, should be allowed to be thrown about. So I don't think it should be allowed to be thrown about for Dele Alli, because obviously being English and stuff like that, everyone uses the phrase of, English players overhyped and stuff. If City signed Dele Alli for like 100 million and Dele Alli becomes an absolute flop for them, then it just, everyone just think, English players are bloody overrated and stuff, and it just stereotype just keeps swiveling around. Guardiola is set for a major clear out of his aging squad at the end of the season and wants to bring in more homegrown players. Not sure Dele Alli obviously counts as a homegrown player, does he? I'm not really sure. Apparently, City's paymasters have agreed to sanction a deal for Dele Alli, who is apparently potentially a big key part of major honours for Man City in the future. That's what it says here. But of course, they're going to suffer, a lot of competition, alright? They're going to suffer a lot of competition. Real Madrid, PSG, all have big money, okay? So they can match any bid that Man City make for him. So maybe it's down to like personal terms then, or, what Dele Alli wants from it, maybe. Anyway, guys, this has been a very interesting summer transfer rumour video. Hopefully, I've enjoyed it. Let's take a look at what transfer rumours have actually happened. Well, the ones that go for it again, I'll just basically give a will it happen or will it not happen. I'll give the likelihood of my own ratings, if you like. First player we got is Sanchez to PSG in the summer. Now, I do think Sanchez could leave. Otherwise, why would he not have signed a new contract so far? I don't really know why he hasn't signed a new contract with Arsenal. He needs to sign a new one. So does Özil. That's a separate issue, maybe in another video. But he needs to sign a new deal, so I think he could leave. But is PSG the right option? I don't really know. It could happen. Dele Alli to Man City. Now, I think he really, really likes Tottenham, and as long as Tottenham keep proving they could potentially win the title or win some silverware and stuff, I think he'll stay for a while. If Tottenham drop off and they get outside the top 4 or something, which I don't think will happen, then he could leave. That's possible. De Gea to Real Madrid. Now, this one's been going on for years. He wanted to go. He wants to go to Spain. I think the move will happen one day. And will it happen this summer? I hope not. I'm a bloody Man United fan. I hope that does not ever happen, but I'm sure it will one day. Joe Hart is a really tricky one, because if Bravo and that were playing well for City, then I would say he's definitely going to go to a different team. But City need a goalkeeper. City need a goalkeeper. Joe Hart, they already own him. So is he going to go back to there? But if he doesn't, then Liverpool or Arsenal, I reckon, is a top destination for him. Then we got Aubameyang to Liverpool. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Real Madrid is #1 destination for him, because I think Benzema's going to go to China. So if Benzema goes to China, Aubameyang to Real Madrid, it could be a good little swap, and I think it's fitting. Last but not least, Emre Can. Now, there's a couple of factors in this what makes me want to question it, okay? Because he started 16 in the last 20 games. Why would he not be happy with that? And Juventus, they got so many options. Why do they want Emre Can? I can't really get my head around that. But anyway, guys, drop a like and a thumbs up down below if you want to see another video confirmed on this week. It's been a very special long video here today. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Take it easy. Hope you had a good weekend. Peace.